So I see this comment a long time ago, and what I do when I see comments that I know I want to respond to, but I know I'm not going to do it right then and there, what I do is when I see the comments, I will screenshot them and then circle them in red and then put them into a folder in my phone, like in the gallery section. So like the folder's called respond to, and there's just a bunch of screenshots and that, and there's like red circles around the comment that I want to respond to. And obviously I know what the video is because I can see the caption of the video at the top. So that's how I'm able to go back like weeks and that and respond to certain videos. I'm not actually looking for it and like, oh, let me just see what I can respond to. I see these videos and these comments underneath these videos, and I screenshot them and I save them. When I get around to it, I'll respond to the comments and that. So obviously man dropped that video where I was in Wood Green and just showing you like obviously when I was on my bikes and that whatnot. And I thought, you know what, before I respond to this directly, let me just tell you about a little brief story about my motorbike experience and me riding two wheels and that. So, I've never been like one of them kids that were into motorbikes or nothing like that. Obviously, man's always had BMXs and mountain bikes and that. But never had no interest for motorbikes or two wheels like that, innit, with an engine. One time, because I got a cousin from Tottenham, one time I went to go link my cousin in Tottenham and he took us around the corner and there was two mopeds stashed in a bush. So you know what that means, innit? That's why I ain't saying my cousin's name. I know why I incriminate no one, innit? So boom, this is near MPK. So there's two mopeds stashed in a bush around the corner, innit? So you know what that means. So us man are riding around on these mopeds and that. And I had the time of my life. Man was 14 years old. First time I jumped on a moped and I was gassed. I think even the next day we went back down there just to ride it again and that. Boom. So the next time I had the experience on a moped, I was 15 years old. And it was about 2 or 3 weeks before my 16th birthday. I bought an MBK Ovetto. So an MBK is the brand and Ovetto is the model. It's basically a Yamaha Neos. So it's a moped. What I can compare it to is, you know, you've got a Vauxhall Corsa. Have you ever seen those Opel Corsas? Yeah, it's the same thing. So MBK Ovetto is like the German version of the Japanese Yamaha Neos moped. Anyway, I think it's a Yamaha Neos anyway. So anyway, man bought that moped, yeah, it was a baby blue one. I bought that moped when I was 15 for about £100, yeah. And no logbook, no tax, no MOT, nothing. So you know what sort of bike man bought. Yeah, I remember I bought one old African man, I think his name was Magic or something like that. Anyway, man was probably banging that George. I don't believe in voodoo or nothing, but anyway. So yeah, man bought that moped when I was 15 years old, and blood, I felt like king of the jungle. Yeah, I remember getting that bike and just whizzing it around Edmonton and that. Like, what? Like, just imagine, yeah, because most of the time, yeah, like when you're a youth, man, you have to rely on bus. If not, if you got a bicycle and that's how you're getting around. You ain't got your own car if you're 15. So imagine, like, I'll be able to go and link my brethren around Silver Street, around Red Brick. I'll go there, then boom, man will just fly across like where Pim's Park is and that. Go to one, there's a shop they used to do, like, well, they probably still do it now, £1 pizzas. It's called County Fried Chicken on the Hertford Road, kind of near Jubilee Park, in between where Jubilee Park is and Bouncers Road, Jet Petrol Station, innit? So man will go there. Now man felt like the fucking, but talking about Pim's Park, I remember riding the moped through Pim's Park, and the Parks police, they got their own van sort of things. They were chasing, man, innit? So boom, that's what I did on the first day I bought the bike, and I all got chased by the police and that. Everything, boom, got away. The next day, obviously, I couldn't bring the bike home, the moped home, because my mum would have got onto me and that. Like we do with a moped and that. So man had to lock it up in a multi-story car park in Edmonton Green, right near Asda. So boom, I remember the next day, got up early in the morning, well, early for me, 11 o'clock and that. Jumped on a moped and that. I was just fucking about. I all went Southgate to go link one of my cousins and that, yeah. I'm riding through Southgate bus station on the wrong side of the road through Southgate bus station. Like, you shouldn't even bring in no vehicles apart from buses through Southgate station. And treating this thing like it's a bicycle and that. Boom. So, yeah. Maybe that day, maybe the next day, Man's whizzing down Bouncers Road and a car wanted to turn right into a road. I've overtaken the car. Boom! The guy's licked me off the bike. So the moped and that. So anyway, the guy's pulled up on the side street just to see if I'm alright. He's like, you alright? I'm like, yeah. It's one of them mopeds where you have to, it's the kickstart moped, isn't it? So I'm trying to kickstart this bike and that. He's like, let me go and get some details and that, whatever, innit? Yeah? And he noticed I damaged this car, innit, when he hit into me and that. So he's like, hey, come back. I just jumped on the bike and whizzed off. Boom, riding around Edinburgh. Me like an idiot, don't think, oh, let's put the bike away and just ride it the next day or something. Nah, decide to keep on riding the bike. Boom. Yeah, so anyway, the same day, the police stopped me randomly, yeah, near my estate on like around like Plevna Road, near Edmonton Green Police Station, yeah, boom. So the police have stopped me now. I don't know if they knew about this collision thing or whatever, innit, but they stopped me. I had no tax, no MOT, no provisional, no insurance, no CBT, nothing. I was underage. I couldn't even be legal to get any of these things in place. So anyway, they was going to take the bike off me. I said, boss, please, man. My yard is around the corner, yeah? They was like, where'd you buy the bike from? I said, I bought it from some guy called Magic or whatever, innit? I was like, I've got a note from him. He wrote me a little post-it note. You know, like them little sticky post-it notes? He wrote on that, I sold this bike to me on such and such day for however much, £150 or something, innit? I was like, I got the note in my bedroom and that. He was like, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to your yard. My yard's around the corner, innit? I've gone to my yard now. The police have put me in the car, yeah? They take me down to my yard. I said, look, my house is closer than the police station. Let's go and talk to my mum. Let me show you this note, innit? Boom. I've gone to my yard now in the police car. Boom, jumped out. I've gone in the house and my mum, the police is outside, you know. So like, what for? So anyway, the policeman's talking to my mum and I've run upstairs, got this post-it note. And just for you lots of information, there might be a part 2 to this video, yeah? So anyway, because I'm running out of time, so you know me, I just talk for England, but anyway, boom. So I've got the post-it note and showed it to him. And he was like, this is like, it ain't even worth the paper it's fucking written on. Like, he's probably thinking I could have just made this up or whatever, innit, boom. So he said, do you know what I'm going to do? Because I've spoken to your parents, because my mum and stepdad was talking to the policeman at the door. Because I've spoken to your parents and your parents are decent people, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to arrest you. I'm not even going to take the bike off you. What you're going to do is, because your house is so close around the corner, you're going to push this motorbike, this moped, all the way to your front door, and you're not going to ride it until you've got tax, MOT, insurance, a provisional, and a CBT. I said, yes, sir. This is the thing. When certain kids get in trouble for like little minor crimes, and I know a man who's a policeman. He said countless times he's been called to like Sainsbury's or Tesco's because little school kids are stealing from the shop. And what he will do sometimes, and it's backfired, he would take the child back home and have a word with the parents. Look, your son or daughter has just been caught stealing in Tesco's or Sainsbury's or fucking Woolworths, yeah? Have a word with him. You understand what I'm trying to say, yeah? I could arrest him or her, but I'm deciding not to. I prefer to come and have a word with you lot. Do you know what some of the parents do? Why the fuck are you arresting my son? Why are you bringing him here? I'm thinking, blood, your son's in the wrong. The best thing you could be is, I understand, yeah, get inside, get in, you're grounded. Nah, they want to argue with the fucking policeman. So because that policeman saw that my parents are good parents and that, because they knew nothing about the moped, because I told you I was hiding it in Edmonton Green multi-story car park. Because they saw I had good parents and that, they were like, you know what, fuck it. He can keep the moped and that. But if we see you on it again, it's going to be a peak one, innit? So boom. So he took me back to the top of the road where the moped was. There's like 4 police officers surrounding this moped. And this policeman that took me there jumped out the car with me. And he said to the younger police officer, because this guy's an older guy, grey hair and that. He said to the younger police officer, I'm going to let him go, you know. He said, what do you mean you're going to let him go? He's like, nah, man, let's arrest him. And he's like, nah, I spoke to the parents. And that. This guy was trying to get a nicking, you know. He was like, nah, man, he ain't got no this and that. He got nothing. Well, let's arrest him and that. He's like, nah, I've sorted it out. That's it. It's done. This guy's really trying to get man bagged, you know. So anyway, I've only got like 5 seconds. So this is part 1, yeah. Look out for part 2.